Hey guys, welcome back to an episode of Create with Linda. So guys, I'm coming on because today is Tuesday and Bill has to go to work early. He has a 4 o'clock, he has to be there at 4 o'clock. So I'm gonna make a meal for him now, and me and Jenny will have it tonight, or it'll be eaten tomorrow for leftovers or whatever. But I'm gonna make him meatloaf. So this is what we're doing. So I'm gonna make meatloaf. I have everything all ready to go. Like I said, he has to be at work at 4, so it's for right now. It's morning. That's Cooper. It's morning, so but I need to get it done. I need to have it done because he likes to eat by like 1:30 before he goes to work. So let's get started. Let me know how the sound sounds because I got my new microphone. Just put it on. Hopefully it's going to be good. The other one broke. Had to bring that one back, but this one seems to be fine now. So let's get started. There's going to be some noise in the background because these dogs, there you go, Cooper. He always, acts up when I press record. It's like he knows he's bothering the little one right now. So that's just what he does. Um, so, yes, I got everything here. Oh, Lord, help me. Okay, guys. I don't know if I'm so crazy about this angle, really. Let me fix this. This is a different angle I'm doing today, sitting in a different spot at the table. So, yeah, I think that's better. You guys can see. Just want to make sure. All right, so I got all my stuff together over here. Doing it a little different today. Having everything at my disposal right here. This way, it takes a little extra time, but I think sometimes it's better because it's less stressful than me running around the kitchen and everything. Believe me, there are some days that I will be running around the kitchen all the time. I always do that. But I figured a little less stress today. So I have about 4.5 pounds of, no, about 2.5 pounds of 80/20 ground beef. Um, and that's what I use, 80/20, because it has the most flavor because it has a little bit of fat in it. That's just what I like to use. All right, so put the chopped meat in. I usually always use my hands. Some days lately, I just don't feel like using my hands. So I'm gonna mix this mostly with the spoon, but I'm definitely gonna do my hands at the end because I need to have a feel for what the meat feels like because I like it to be a certain way because I want it to be nice and moist. So I have to test it with my fingers, and I'll know when it's ready. All right. So now we have 2 eggs. Okay, so I'm going to put 2 eggs in without the shells, preferably. Oop, and there's a shell. Look at that. I was joking, and a shell almost got in there. The worst thing to me, guys, is like when I'm eating something and there's a shell, an egg shell. Oh, that just for some reason, I don't know what it is, but it grosses me out to the hilt, and I just can't do it. I mean, who would? Anyway, but I'm just saying. Just make sure no egg got in there. That's why a lot of people always say, crack your eggs in another separate bowl because of the shells, and then they are right. Whatever. It's okay. Okay, so I'm going to put some salt. Not a lot because I'm also going to put grated cheese in here. Okay, and grated cheese, has salt in it. Okay. I got some Italian seasoning. If you don't have Italian seasoning, you can put basil in, or. My meatloafs kind of tend a little bit like taste. My meatloaf usually tastes a lot like my meatballs do. That's just the way I make it. And that's how my mom made it. That's how I make it. Okay, so Italian seasoning. One thing I noticed about Italian seasoning is you got to be careful. You go too strong with the Italian seasoning, and forget about it. Now, what I do is this is what I do. When after I've been trying to do this because my memory is like shot right now. So what I do is after I use the seasoning, obviously I can see in here that the Italian seasoning is in there, but you never know. So I put it over on the other side. This way I know that I used it already because I will double do it. I will say, "Oh, did I do that?" And nobody's here to help me, guys. You guys aren't here. You guys can't, I can't hear you. Okay, so I got some onion powder. Now, this is a lot of chopped meat, so it looks like a lot of seasoning, but it really isn't. Garlic. And some cheese. This one isn't open. Oh, it is open. Some grated cheese. This is all to eye, guys. There's no recipe, you know. I mean, there's a recipe, but it's my recipe, you know what I mean, that I do different all the time. I just throw in. So if you guys really want the recipe, I can put a recipe down for it. Just let me know. Pepper, parsley. I wish I had some fresh some fresh parsley and basil. But I don't, because my garden was a flop. So I'm gonna get my inside garden going with basil and parsley. I'm just gonna do seasonings. I had tomatoes last year, but I didn't. I mean, they were fine, but it was just it takes over the whole thing, and it's just too much. So I'm just gonna do a herb garden because that's really what I want. You know, in the fall and winter and stuff. Okay. Can't believe it's like August already, guys, right? Breadcrumbs. I'm only going to use a little bit of breadcrumbs to hold it together because, you know, it's carbs and all that, too. So, now, the secret ingredient in my meatloaf and my meatballs is I always put water in it. Now, my mom used to do it where, one second. It's weird having this thing on. I hope it's on. I hope so. My mom used to put water in her meatloaf and her meatballs because she wanted to make sure that it was moist. Water really makes it moist, you know. If you touch the meat and it's nice and like wet, a little bit wet, you know it's going to be moist. If it's dry, I don't make my meatloafs in the meatloaf pans only because I don't like the way the texture comes out. I like it to be a little bit more loose, and so I always make it like a dome in the pan. I'll show you. You guys have seen me make my meatloaf before. I know you have. So that's how I do it. But it comes out very moist like that. Sometimes I feel like if you cake it in, if you like smash it into that meatloaf pan, it becomes very like tough and caked. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's just me. So I got about a cup and a half of water here. Well, no, probably about a cup to start with. But I'm probably going to get more because I already know that it's probably going to need more. When I make my meatballs, what I do is I always I make it and then I fry a little piece to taste it. I don't do that with my meatloaf because that's ridiculous to do that. So I just kind of guess and just, you know, it always comes out good. Sometimes, of course, it comes out better than other times. It's weird. It's really odd how you can make something. Well, but you know what it is? It's not odd because you really don't make it the same exact way every time. But you don't. I also don't write it down. So, like, I should kind of write it down, but I don't, because then I would know how, like, when it comes out so good, like what were the ingredient, like what were the amounts of ingredients that I put in. But who knows, you know? So it's just a guess every time. But that's okay. It always comes out good. Just sometimes it's better than others. But that's with everything. All right, so this is definitely dry because the water is all um, dried up, and you can also know how your mixture is by smelling it to see if it has enough. If you smell the seasonings, then you know that it probably has enough seasoning. So I smell a little bit of the Italian seasoning because of course, you know, that's the most potent. So I'm gonna definitely go another round of little seasonings. You know, I'm gonna put each a little bit more of each, and not too much because, like I said, I don't want it to be overly garlic and onions and all that. But I'm gonna get some more water because you see that there's no shine to it. It's not. There's no wetness to it. A little bit, but not you know, not how I want it, guys. Okay, so my oven's preheated to 375. I'm gonna And I put warm water only because the meat is so cold. And when I stick my hands in here, actually, I'm not going to put my hands in because I could do it like this, and then I could just feel it. I know what it. I've made meatloaf enough to know how I like it and to know how I want it. But I'm going to put some more seasonings in. Let's go, another round of seasonings. Pepper, back on this side. Parsley. Garlic. Onion. Now sometimes I put mozzarella in my meatloaf. Not today. Onion. Grated cheese. And I don't think, I might put just a drop of salt. No, I don't think I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna leave the salt out. Grated cheese is enough. It's salty enough. And I can't, I gotta be careful with the salt. So, myself anyway. And a little bit more of Italian seasoning. Give it another mix. Yeah, it's definitely gonna need the rest of this water. Looks like a lot of water, guys. It really does, but it's not. Look, see? It looks like it's like a pool of water. It is. But once the water gets mixed in, it's going to be a perfect consistency. Yeah, this is how I like it. I can see it. And I'll show you guys once it's done. Now, remember, don't over mix your meat mixture because it will be tough. That's how a lot of times meatballs and chopped meat, and meatloaf becomes tough because you over mix it. Just don't over mix it. You need a couple, a good mixing, and that's it. See, I'll show you. Now you see it has like a glistening, let's say, and it's so soft. That's what you want. That's gonna make a nice, moist meatloaf. Okay, so let me get my pan. I'm trying to think what pan I'm gonna put it on today. It gives off a lot of grease, so I like to put a pan that has the sides because I don't want the grease all over my stove, my oven. So let me get that pan for you. All right, guys. So here's the pan. This is the pan I like to use for this. Let me use over here. What are you doing? All right. So now this is how I do this. The way I roll it out, it just like kind of goes out into the way I want it to be. So I'm going to shape it now into the shape that I want. Now it does look flat, kind of, and it does like it when it goes in the oven, it will like spread a little bit, but that's okay because that's how I like it. As long as it's stays its shape basically. It's definitely going to spread a little bit because it's so moist, but that's fine. I like it as long as it's not a pancake. It can't be a pancake. Hopefully it won't be. All right, so I'm going to cook this at about 50 minutes on 375. And halfway through, I'm going to dump some of the grease out because because it's 80-20, there's a lot of grease in here. And sometimes what I'll do is I'll put brown gravy inside of the meatloaf, but I'm probably just going to do it on the side today. A lot of times I just do it on the side with the mashed potatoes. Whenever we have meatloaf, we always have mashed potatoes. My husband has to have mashed potatoes, and so do I. Even though I don't really eat them, I have my collie mashed and all that. But anyway, mashed potatoes is and corn with meatloaf. That's it right there. So it definitely is a little. I don't want it to get so flat, so I'm going to get it in the oven quickly so it sets up. And that's why it's important to have your oven preheated too, because once you put it in, it'll keep its shape because the oven is pretty warm. There you go, guys. Meatloaf. Cooper, get out from there. Cooper, get out from there. Hey! Oh, you are here. Sorry. I was just wondering where you were, puppy. I gotta wash my hands because we took our doors. I'll show you guys. We took our doors off of our pantry because I had to put the doors on because of him. Oop. I'm trying to get the eggs. Get down, get down, get down. No, no, bad boy. No. And it just really was hard with the doors because I have a shelf there, and it just locks the doors and stuff. So yesterday, Billy was organizing the pantry for me, and I told him just keep those doors off. I can't take the doors on anymore. But he likes to go in there, and he takes things out. He thinks that it's his playroom. Don't mind that because that whole cabinet just opened up. What's going on here? What's this? I just went in this to get something, to get that pan, and the whole thing opened up and came smashing down and hit me in the foot and everything. So that's fun. Oh. Okay, so this is it, guys. See, no more door. Hey, get down, get down. He's got something. He's so bad, guys. So this is it. So there's no door there. And like I said, he loves to go in there. And he takes out stuff, opens up the boxes. Hey, hey, hey. Look what he's doing now. He's under the table. And he's got something. Get a napkin. Get him. No. So bad. So bad, guys. So, the meatloaf's in. Oh, Alexa, set the timer for 50 minutes. All right, so that's done. Like I said, I'm gonna make instant mashed potatoes. What are you doing under there? Instant mashed potatoes and gravy and corn, and that'll be dinner tonight probably. The only one that eats meatloaf in my house is me, Jenny, Darren, my daughter's fiance, and Bill. Everyone else doesn't eat meatloaf, so I'll probably, I don't know, if I feel up to it, I'll make something else small. Otherwise, the guys are gonna fend for themselves who don't eat meatloaf because I'm not gonna, if I'm tired and stuff, I'm not gonna be making a lot of meals. You know what I mean? I probably will anyway. So, guys, let me know how this speaker is. I'm really, really curious of how this microphone is working. Yeah, so I'm gonna let this cook. Get this washed up and stuff. Cooper, get out from there. Coop. I really should clean out my refrigerator, straighten up my refrigerator. Oh my God, my refrigerator, guys. Just went shopping, a couple of stores, and it's all crazy. I might pause a minute, and I haven't even had coffee or anything this morning yet. Maybe I should have some coffee. I think I'm gonna have iced coffee this morning. I haven't had that. I just bought this yesterday. Well, not yesterday, but at Walmart. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where did it go? Where is it? I ran out of my what the heck? Maybe it's in the back. I ran out of my sugar-free syrup for my coffee, and so I couldn't find it at my local store. Maybe it's in the back. Let me look. Oh my goodness. So I wanted to show you guys how I make my iced coffee. Now I do have my big cup with the straw, but I don't think that's a great idea because I'll drink the whole thing, and calorie-wise, I don't want to, go crazy overboard. So I'm just going to put it in this. It's like 3 sips and it's gone, but okay. All right, so I'm going to put half. So I put about half of the coffee. I always end up overflowing it because I like my coffee light. Yeah, that's it. That's about half. Okay, so I put the coffee in. I usually use half and half. The half and half's in the back of the fridge. The heavy cream was right in front, so I'm using, I know, the heavy cream. So, and so I'm doing it a nice amount. Because I like a lot of cream in my coffee, guys. I like a light coffee. I like a light sweet coffee, but you know. And I have this. I thought I bought the skinny one, but I didn't. I bought this, the Torrini, which is fine. It's all sugar-free, carb-free, everything. There's nothing bad. Well, I'm sure there's something bad in it. There's probably aspartame in it. You know, there has to be something else. I don't know. It's sugar-free. That's all I know. So a couple of splashes. It says 2 tablespoons. So I don't know if that's what that is, but I taste it and then I see how it tastes. I have no idea what the top is over there. I wanted to make sure you guys were on, because sometimes I'll be talking and I'm like, oh my god, I didn't even put the video on. The ice is kind of bounded up there. Let's taste it and see. This is, I'm just going to drop more. This is classic caramel. I think the other one I had was salted caramel. They had this in salted caramel, but they didn't have it in the sugar-free. So I had to get this. They had vanilla and this, and I really wasn't into vanilla. So I got the caramel. I definitely like the salted caramel better, but this is very good. So here's my iced coffee. I think I'm going to tackle the refrigerator. It just needs to be straightened up, guys. It's just a mess. Honestly, it's very stressful to go into the refrigerator to get anything because everything's falling out on your feet. Let me get this situation cleaned up here, and then I think I'm going to start on the refrigerator. You excited, guys? All right, so I've been sitting here sipping my coffee, debating whether I wanted to do this or not. And I didn't put any of this other stuff away because I'm just being lazy. I'll do that in a few minutes. But I'm not going to do a full, I'm just going to straighten it up because it's just ridiculous. I don't even know where to begin. Okay. Leftovers. I've been trying to do really better on not over cooking because I'm tired of throwing leftovers out. You know, growing up, we always had the mentality of more is better. Growing up in an Italian family, and we always made too much. And that's how I grew up, so that's how I raised my family, but I don't even know what all this stuff is. Chopped meat, maybe. Oh, stuffed, is that stuffed shells? Yeah, stuffed shells, vegetables, and some chili, some leftover chili. That I'm not eating. So I just want to organize all of this. Stuff that belongs in the crisper drawer is up on top. It's crazy, guys. Leftover steak. Garbage. What's the hell? I should have put some of this in the meatloaf. That was dumb. another piece of leftover steak that we didn't eat. Provolone. Oh, here's the bacon I was looking for. See what I'm saying, guys? This was back here, and I couldn't find it. It was all the way back in the back of the refrigerator, all the way in the back. I would have never known it was there. I totally forgot about it. But I was looking for it the other day, and I thought maybe they ate it. No, they didn't eat it. It was just hiding in the refrigerator. What is this? Oh, this is ham. This is good. Cream cheese. I got hot dogs in here. I just got to see what I got. Oh, that's not good anymore. Guys, note to self. Don't leave broccoli in your your refrigerator, because it smells after a while. That's what was smelling in our refrigerator. We finally discovered it the other day. I had it in the crisper drawer, and it was is this thing still green? Yeah. It was in there, and it was in a Ziploc bag, but it still smelled through the Ziploc bag. So yeah, it wasn't pretty. All right, so I have a whole bunch of stuff in this drawer that I'm going to throw out now. I had a couple of those crepes left over. I have Premier shakes back here because I have my eggs back here. I bought biscuits because I want to make, which I had need boneless chicken. I think I might have some in the freezer. I want to make chicken and dumplings. So I usually make my own biscuits, but I didn't think I'd be in the mood, so I just bought a can of biscuits just in case to have. So that's what I have as far as that goes. Alexa, how much longer on the timer?
You have 19 minutes left on your 15-minute timer.
All right, so in this drawer over here, I have oh, that's leftover Chinese food. Oh, here's cold cuts and stuff. All right, and I have 3 blocks of cheese. See, the thing is too, guys, is that you need to know what you have, and if you can't find it, if you don't see it, you don't know what you have, and that's a lot of my issue. So I like to know what I have, because otherwise that's how things go bad, literally. Okay, I bought this broccoli and cauliflower that I want to make. I really wanted it for, like, dip, ranch dip or whatever, but I might make it hot. I'm not really sure yet what I'm going to do with that. Leftover cheese, more eggs, because I always think I never have enough eggs. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. Oh, cookie. Wait 1 second. Hi. Come on. Get down. Go drink some water. It's so hot outside that I let the dogs stay out for a couple of minutes. I don't let them out there for long. Oh, so I gotta tell you something. Just give me a second. It's leftover. What's in this bowl here? What is it, macaroni salad? Oh no, it's my soup I made the other day. Woo! Almost spilled it. I forgot I made that soup. I had a craving, so I gotta figure out what to do with that. I've been feeling a little bit, like I told you guys yesterday. Here's another bacon too. I've been feeling a little bit like off, like, seems like I'm always off, but like spacey and confused and just irritable and like really not good. And I hope you guys can hear me. Oh, I know I'm all over the place, guys, but these are so good. I found these at ShopRite. These little snackers, they're the little the little imitation crab meat. These are so good for a little snack. I love them. I bought 3 of them. They're only $1. So yeah, they're really good. So my doctor put me on this medicine for, it's called Ozempic, and he put me on it to help me lose weight for the surgery and everything. But I've been having some weird things going on. And Belinda Barks, thank you, Belinda, so much. Hi, honey. Thank you so much for pointing that out to me, because I never even thought to think about that it was that shot, because I only take it once a week. I don't even really recognize, I have no idea. Well, I went and I looked at the side effects. Oh my God, all the side effects that I'm having that I didn't have before I was on that shot were there. So I'm calling my doctor today. I'm supposed to take that shot tomorrow again. I'm not doing it because it literally is making me think I'm going crazy in my head. Like I really was like, I thought maybe I have to go to the hospital because I felt like psychotic. Like really, literally, really odd. So thank you, Belinda, so much for that. Excuse me? My husband just came down. He's being smart. It's hot in here. It's gonna have the oven on. The oven's almost done. Anyway, so yeah. That's it, guys. All right, guys, so I'm going to put the stuff back now. Oh, guys, I'm so sad about Olivia Newton-John. Oh, my God, she made my teenage years so awesome with Grease, and just such a beautiful woman and a great singer and all of that, Sad, really, really sad. Cancer does suck, guys. It really does. So, may she rest in peace. Grease is the word. That's what I say. Grease is the word, All right, guys, so here it is. I know it's still, well, it's full, you know what I mean? But it's organized. When you open up the door, nothing's going to fall out at you, hopefully, right now. Anyway. So, yeah, so that's all done. Let me get this shut so we don't waste electricity, because it's crazy right now. And I'm going to check the meatloaf. Okay, guys, so here's the meatloaf. See it? There we go. It's got about another 10 minutes. It says 10 minutes on the timer. Let me look at it, though. I don't like to dry it out. Yeah, oh, definitely. I would say another 10, 15 minutes. Because I don't want it, like, rare, like a burger, but I don't want it overcooked. You know what I mean? So just when it's done. So about another 10, 15 minutes, and then I'm going to, put it to the side, tin foil it, wrap it up until later, and then later when in a little while, I'll make his mashed potatoes and the gravy and the corn or whatever, and then it's all done. I don't know what they're barking at. Let's put all this stuff away. And then we'll get moving on the other stuff. Hey guys, so I'm making, it is dinner, whatever. Let me start again. Oh, Alexa, stop. I was playing a song, You Light Up My Life by Debbie Boone. Love her song. Love that song. I made the meatloaf. Actually, the meatloaf was all done. Billy ate it. I had a piece of a meatloaf sandwich for lunch, so I'm not having it for dinner. So I have it aside. I'll show you in the container before I end the video tonight. But right now, it's just me and Jenny home. Frankie won't be home till a little bit later. Bill went to work. Darren and Julie went out. So I'm making, Jenny's having a quesadilla, and I'm making a salad for both of us. And I don't know, I might have a quesadilla too with this. I'm not really sure. I don't know. Right now I'm making a salad. So what I'm going to make is a salad with avocado in it, with lettuce, tomato, cucumber, and also I have little mozzarella pearls that I'm going to put in here. That's what I'm doing. So I have romaine lettuce. So I'm just going to slice this up. Yeah, today's been kind of a mushy day. I've been listening to Olivia Newton-John. It's funny how when somebody dies, I mean, I always listen to music too, I really do. But it's funny when you hear about somebody dying, you all of a sudden think of them and start playing their music and everything, and that's what I've been doing today. And I don't know why, but I think because my child, because growing up, I used to listen to Olivia Newton-John and like Debbie Boone and all that. That was my time, when that was coming up in my time when I was growing up. And so I liked that type of music. So I remembered that song from Debbie Boone, You Light Up My Life. I love that song. So I was listening to that while I was getting ready to cook, to do dinner. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, so it's quiet. It's just us. Billy went to work at 4. That's it. Comment down below how's everybody's day going. You guys have what are you having for dinner tonight? How's the weather where you are? I'm in upstate New York, as you guys know, and it's been hot and humid. Tomorrow, supposedly, the humidity is going to go away. God, I hope so, because it has been. I mean, I haven't seen my outside. Like, I go in and out. I don't go out there. When I'm out there, like I said, I go to the store, come back right back. I don't hang out there. We haven't been outside. Nobody's sitting outside. It's just horrible. The dogs go out for 10 minutes, they're back in. The weather is just so horrible. You can't even breathe in it. It's not even fun being out there. So I'm looking forward to when this humidity drops so I can sit out there for a little while and get a little fresh air. And even like when Bill's off, he had Sunday and Monday off and he couldn't even enjoy it because it's so humid and it's like you can't breathe out there. And he loves to sit outside, like on his, out there watching movies or the Yankee game or just, hanging out with the dogs and stuff. And that was not happening. So yeah, it's been horrible. So I have a cucumber. The plastic is on it, so I'll just cut it. Slice it nice and thin. I've had salad with you, babe. I don't know, lately I haven't been wanting it, but I said, you know what? Let me have some salad because I need to. I don't think I need this other piece of cucumber, so I'm going to put it in some sort of plastic wrapper. Put it in a Ziploc so it doesn't go bad. Hopefully I'll eat it. Doesn't always happen. This is where garbage goes on the garbage plate. Let me be there. I was playing Hopelessly Devoted to You, and did you ever hear Olivia Newton-John's song, I Honestly Love You? If you've never heard that, guys, go listen to it. A lot. I Honestly Love You. It's such a beautiful song. I was listening to that. What is going on here with this taxi thing? I cut it. So sad. Alrighty then. This avocado is perfect. Perfectly right. That's how I like them. I like when avocado's big in the salad because I want to taste it. And I can't stand when it turns like mush and then you can't even taste it. Ooh, almost cut my finger open. So guys, Julie's surgery is August 30th, which is like 2 weeks, and next week she starts doing her pre-op diet for it. And I'm so kind
kind of envious and a little jealous that she's getting to have it done before me. But I'm glad that that it's happening that way, so I can be there for her and all of that. And going to be really privy to what's going on, so because I'm next. So it's very, very exciting, very, very exciting. A little nerve wracking, but it's very exciting. This has been coming along for like almost 10 months to a year now. We've been working on this, so it's a very long process. And it wasn't that long because any other reason was, well, it was because of certain things. Not really COVID. COVID wasn't really involved in that. Well, maybe not directly, but indirectly. But like the insurance, I had insurance issues. I switched, and then I had to go back, and then I had to wait. There's a waiting period and all this stuff that you have to do. And and then it took a while for us to get our date because you have to be the same weight that you were when you went there and signed up. And we were a little bit behind, but Julie lost her weight quick, like 9 pounds. I had to lose 14. I'm down to like 12 pounds, so I only have a couple of more to lose. So, but what happened was when you set the date, that he only does the surgeries on every Tuesday, and that's the only day he does it. So it clogs up very, it fills up very quickly. So I wasn't able, my date, thank God I was able to get October 4th, but I'm telling you, it was almost November. So, yeah. She said if somebody did cancel, then I could maybe get that spot, but I think I'm just going to leave it as it is. I don't want no surprises. There's a few things you have to do beforehand, you know what I mean? So I don't want to be, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to keep it for October 4th, and that's what it is. Let me wash my hands. Let me give this a little mix. Just gonna finish the salad up, and I'm gonna make Jenny quesadilla. And cut the tomatoes. Got these tomatoes at ShopRite. They had them 2 for $4. Really, really good buy. What's going on with this? You can just get the package open. Let's get this off of here. That's nice. These are really, really nice. I'll do 4. So, I haven't talked about my car in a while, and mainly because I just don't even want to think about it, but it literally has been in the shop for almost 2 weeks now. Our mechanic that we have it with is amazing. He's been speaking to the warranty company and trying to get them to pay for it, and they want you to jump hoops to get something paid for that you actually paid for. He had to take the car apart, and then that wasn't good enough. He had to do something else, and that wasn't good enough. So, supposedly he's got to take the apart and prove exactly that that's what it is, and then they're going to send, the warranty company's going to send somebody over to make sure that that's what it is. Do you not believe that? So he's got to make sure that that's exactly what it is, otherwise they won't pay for it. Ridiculous. It is the most corrupt thing you could ever experience in your life. So right now my car is at the shop still for 2 weeks almost, and apart, waiting for the warranty company to do what they have to do. I'm so aggravated, and I'm not done with that dealership. And he even I spoke to the warranty man because he called us and he said that by rights that the dealership should have taken care of it because we had under 200 miles. Okay, and they're claiming that they're not responsible or whatever. But I can tell you right now, guys, that mark my words, I am not done with them. Okay, I've called a few lawyers in Pennsylvania. Nobody returns my phone calls. It's like it's really so. When my car gets fixed and it's all said and done, I'm gonna use my mouth and we're gonna get something done because it's not right. It really isn't right what happened. That I mean, we drove that car out of the. I don't even want to get into it again because it just stresses me totally out. But it's really not fair. It's really not fair what's going on with them. You know, what happened with that car. It's really not fair. So, so I don't know, it'll probably be another week until I get the car back. And not only that, but if it is covered under the warranty, we still have to pay money because the warranty company only pays $60 of every hour that's of the labor. So the labor is $100. Actually, the labor was $125, but the mechanics being so nice because we've been giving them so much work with our other vehicles and everything else. They're only charging us $100 an hour. So and the warranty company only pays 60 of that. So we're gonna have to pay the remainder, which is gonna be like from anywhere from $800 to $1,000. Is that fair? Is that fair? We already had to put money into it because I had to get it diagnosed at a couple of places, like probably $300-400. It's just ridiculous, guys. It's not fair what goes on in this world sometimes. It really isn't. And people, they stab you in the back. They screw with you, and it's just not fair. It really isn't fair. I know I've said that about 8 times already, but it isn't. So I haven't thought about it. Right now I feel like I don't even have a car. I wake up one day and I'm like, oh my God, that's right. I do have a car. But it's not here. So I'm just trying to get in and breathe out about it. And just, at this point, I feel like letting them fix it and just selling it. Like I feel like telling the mechanic, get me the best amount of money you can get for it. And I'm ready to wash my hands with it because I feel like the car's kind of tainted. It's not the car's fault, It's not. The car isn't a person, I know that. But it just really, the sight of it annoys the heck out of me because we were so screwed, if that's the word you want to use, in this whole situation. And it's just not fair. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that because if I don't end it now, I'll get really going and it won't be good. So I'm going to make Jenny's quesadilla now, finish up the salad, and then we're going to eat. And I'll show you guys what it looks like afterwards. So I have these little mozzarella pearls. I think I'm just going to slice them right into here, just in half. These are really good. I love these things. And my daughter, we were in ShopRite the other day, she asked me, why didn't I get the marinated ones? And you know why? Because these were $4.99. The marinated ones were $7.99, or $6.89, something like that. They were like almost $3 more than the ones that aren't marinated. So I can marinate them myself. I've done it. You just put a little oil and you put a little vegetable oil, not olive oil, because if you're going to keep it in the fridge, I mean, if you're going to eat it immediately, do olive oil. But if you're not, do vegetable oil because olive oil gets hard when it's in the refrigerator. Jen, lower that, please. Because I'm doing a video, honey.
Yeah, but ask myself. Thank you.
Jennifer. God help me. God give me the strength. That's all I have to say to this. All right. So whatever, guys, a tip for you is whatever you buy that is cut up, prepared already, how you in the meat section they have like the kebabs already made, or they have the seasoned beef or the seasoned chicken or whatever. Don't buy all that, because it's just you're paying extra money for that. You'll see the difference in the price from buying kebabs made up already, and then to buying the rest, to buying it all separately. It's so much cheaper. Don't let them get you. They get you by doing that, because you're like, oh, it's all done already. Once in a while is okay or whatever, but it's just and especially today, you have to, really conserve and stuff. Don't fall into it. Don't fall into the trap. This salad looks so yummy. Shit. I'm over here, and I am doing Jenny's quesadilla. I guess this will be my quesadilla because it's brown. Let's bring this over here. I forgot I had the quesadilla cooking, and she does not like a quesadilla that's that has color on it. So that's all right, because I'll have this one. So look at that salad, guys. Yum. These goddarn guys, my husband put more fly strips up, and they're working, but there's a few still flying around that are really getting on my nerves. I can't deal with it. I really can't. All right, this one is done. Put a little butter in the pan. And then what I do is I just place it right in there. And then just pour the cheese on it. And this one I'm gonna watch because it can't get crispy. Maybe I should put top on it. That would do me good, huh? These are the low carb wraps. The low carb ones, the Missions. Yeah, use my hands. Yeah, that's okay. They have the big ones that are, these are, how many carbs are in here? There's 4 carbs in here. You can get the big ones. I buy the big ones, but they only sell them in the whole wheat for some reason. They're, I think, 5 points for one, and they're bigger. They're much bigger. But I'm not crazy about the wheat. It's okay. It's not my favorite. All right, there's Jenny's. I'm gonna make another half for one because she's probably gonna eat more than one because they're small. And if she doesn't eat it, whatever, we'll eat. Okay, I don't have any more cheese, of course. I'm gonna have to get a little bit more cheese out of the fridge. Alright guys, I have a little mozzarella that's shredded already. I'm not opening up another. I'm not shredding anything right now. I don't want to have blocks. So I'm just going to use this. She'll never know the difference. It's cheese. What? I'm making dinner. Yeah, why? Alright, give me a second, please. Let's take it off. Gonna flip it over. Wait 1 second, please. Right, guys, I have these cranberry. Jenny likes them in her salad. Cranberry, pecan, toppers. Do you want croutons? Do you want croutons? Yeah. Oh, I didn't even season my salad. I'm not going to put any seasoning on here just because she's not big on seasonings. Just going to put a little onion powder. And a little bit of Italian seasoning, not a lot. Put some salad dressing on mine. I don't like a lot of salad dressing. Okay, so, where's the, here it is. So we're gonna eat now. We're gonna eat. All right, guys, so I forgot to film, sorry. There's my quesadilla. I took the half one, so I'm just about done with it, but here's my salad. Oh, the Scotsy thing. Very excited about my salad. Got croutons in it, got all that yummy stuff in it. Jenny's eating too over there. So that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit all the notification buttons on the bell, and the bell, so you guys can be notified every time I upload a video. It's been a long day, guys. All right, guys, don't forget to comment down below and like and share and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye. Bye, guys.